3 years ago, Singer set out in pursuit of the most advanced air-cooled 911 in the world. The work on behalf of their clients was framed by a question. What if Singer reimagined the Porsche 911 with an engineering concern from the world of Formula One? The question led them to the heart of the F1 community, and more precisely to Williams Advanced Engineering in the UK. Together, and with a formation of technical partners, they embarked on a study to understand the challenges. With the internal codename P67, this work would become known as the Dynamics and Lightweighting Study, or DLS. In 2016, Singer, Williams, and a few friends began benchmarking work in California.
Okay, so P67. So the whole idea of this next couple of days is to look at the attributes of P67. So we've obviously got benchmark vehicles here today. So we're going to try and pick out attributes of steering, ride, handling, braking, NVH. We're going to try and quantify those subjectively so we can look at each benchmark vehicle and pull out little snippets of the best parts of each of the benchmark cars.
This is the collision of two totally disparate worlds. You got Rob Dickinson, free love, Woodstock in the 60s, let's just make something beautiful and cool, matched against the empirical Williams thing. These two brands trying to make sense of all this information, to create a set of parameters that we know will work. From California, the focus would now shift. The goal for our clients was to restore an air-cooled Porsche 911 with expertise born from the world of Formula One. That led us to the UK, and more precisely, to Grove in Oxfordshire, home to Williams Advanced Engineering.
We're applying our 40 years of F1 engineering to create this amazing road car. Our aim is to create the lightest possible Porsche 964 whilst achieving the performance targets and requirements that we've been set.
At the heart of this car would be a normally aspirated air-cooled Porsche flat six with 500 horsepower. To produce that power, Williams knew we'd need to develop a 4-valve cylinder head, something never done successfully before with this engine. To understand the challenges we'd be facing, we went to Stuttgart to sit down with Hans Metzger, father of the air-cooled flat six.
The high RPM is part of the character of the engine. It's to give it the feel, the noise, the spectacle. That's part of it, as well as achieving the 500 horsepower.
It's 125 horsepower per liter, so it will not be so easy.
Yeah, it is a challenge. That's what we're here for, is to push the boundary a little bit and take the engine to another level.
Armed with that advice and technical consultation, Singer and Williams Advanced Engineering undertook the development of the most advanced road-going air-cooled flat six ever.
The target is that the engine will go on the dyno at the start of next month. The thing is, we'll go as high as we have to go to get the power.
The objective for our clients was not just to enhance power, but to optimise response. We needed to balance the car aerodynamically, improve the engine breathing, and optimise one of the most iconic aero features ever, the ducktail spoiler. To understand the work ahead, we sat down with Norbert Singer, race engineer and aerodynamicist associated with 16 of Porsche's 19 outright victories at Le Mans.
In that stage you should try everything, because if you don't try it now, you will never do it. And later you say, this is not really working. This it's just to have an idea what you can gain. And then you decide, no, it looks bad or it looks ugly, so you don't do it, whatever. But you should have done it. Even a small change could a big step. We had this in the 956 at the Föhring. We had quite some problems on the radiator. The cooling was not enough. We could just run 10 laps and then it was over 80. Just with a little different shape, it was done. So it's similar here. And then the spoiler is working much better.
Armed with advice and technical consultation, Singer and Williams Advanced Engineering undertook to assess every surface, on and even under the car. In conversations between the UK and California, the role of the ducktail spoiler, aero performance, thermal efficiency and engine breathing were discussed and optimised.
Really good news, right? We're now in a place where we have some options.
We're very close to target, exceeding it in some cases, and like you say, there's things we can do now and make some of our own choices and still get there rather than being forced. So that's, yeah, we've got to a good place.